certified a couple of years ago just because I'm getting old and I'm tired of keeping all the records, and we've got a great customer base and we don't need to be certified anymore. And but we're still using the same material. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about that, and then I've kind of lined up some of the tools that are behind us. So I'll talk about that, just kind of how I farm here, and then we'll walk around. So there, we use fertilizer that is organic, and you can come up and look at this a little bit later. This is one that is called Harmony, which name doesn't mean a lot, but it's from pasteurized chicken litter. So this has got an analysis of 543, which, for those of you who don't know, all fertilizer has to have an analysis on the bag of the percent of NPK, which is nitrogen, phosphate, and potash. So that's what we use that. And then the other one is a different product. That's, the analysis is 855, and this is in big pellets. And this is processed material that comes out of the back door of the chicken processing plant. Now, what do you think that might be? It might be feathers, it might be blood, it might be chicken toenails, it might be whatever. But they process it, and so this is all granulated. And in a typical application, I'll put 12 to 16 pounds of this per 100 feet in a row to grow the crop. So that's the fertilizer that we use. The pesticides that we use are usually either they're derived from a plant, so they're botanically based, so like neem, which is a common tree in South Asia. So this is a neem product that I use, and then one of the primary ones is called pyrethrin, which is from a chrysanthemum type flower that grows in Africa, and this is a pretty strong and also a broad spectrum insecticide. And then, so those are the botanical ones. The others are microbial, so they're derived from bacteria or things. And so one of the primary ones I use is called spinosad, this was discovered back in the 1980s on an abandoned sugar processing rum factory on a Caribbean island.
Mm-hmm.
So go look at Wikipedia and it'll tell you all about spinosad. I mean, it's just an amazing story, but this is a great insecticide for some of the insects like Colorado potato beetles and so on that I use. Another one that I use is called BT, or Bacillus thuringiensis, and this was discovered by a Japanese scientist back in the early part of the last century. This is toxic to caterpillars, but not anything else. So I use it on things like broccoli and cabbage to kill worms. And if a bird comes along and eats the worm that has died from eating BT, the bird is fine. It's not toxic to warm-blooded animals. So BT is a great product. And then this one is called MP. This is just a brand name, but this is insecticidal soap. So insecticidal soap is great for some kinds of insects because most insects have an exoskeleton, and this deteriorates the exoskeleton or closes up their breathing apparatus. And so MP I use it for aphids and things like that. It is also happens to be a great deer repellent, so you can spray it on crops and it keeps the deer from eating it. And then this one is just a calcium, foliar calcium spray for tomatoes, because tomatoes have to have calcium to prevent blossom end rot, which is the bottom end of the tomato turning black and getting caulky and so on. So anyway, those are the materials that we use. And so I want to just turn around and look at the